Okay, welcome everyone. Yet another legacy video here on my channel. Today I'm going to be playing some 12-12. So I'm going to be playing Phyrexian Dreadnought. This card is something I played, how many years ago is this? Like at least 15 years ago when Stifle came out, and Stifle Dreadnought was kind of a combo. And I guess we're back here with a full playset of Stifle and Phyrexian Dreadnoughts. But a lot of things happen in the meantime, so the most important one is Dress Down getting printed. Dress Down is a weird card. Depending on when you play it, you can kind of either use it as a reactive card to something like, what do I know, Ursa Saga tokens or creatures with Enter the Battlefield triggers. You can kind of respond and take some value off of the opponent. But here it can also just, combo with some creatures in the deck. Phyrexian Dreadnought and Uro. So if you end step this Dress Down on the opponent's end step, it'll stay in play because you played it on the end step, so it'll stick around until your end step. You untap, then you play 3 mana for an Uro, and it kind of sticks in play, which is a 1-2 punch I hope to experience today. Another cool card for this strategy is the Doorkeeper Thrall. So we've had like numerous iterations of this kind of card earlier, but the flash and 1-2 flying I think is 2 toughness as well. I think that's just good enough to actually use it in this deck. This card will not only combo with bound creatures, it'll also kind of like Dress Down, do something against the field. Goblins is the deck I'm thinking about first, like cut down all their Enter the Battlefield triggers. Pretty darn sweet. To run out the deck, we have like the usual suspects. We have Dazes, we have Force, we have Plows, we have Cantrips. We have a couple of prismatic endings, and take care of Chalice, and 1 drops out of Delver, etc., etc. Mana base is also pretty straightforward. We have 8 fetches, 1 basic island, mainly to pair with Hydroblast in the face of Blood Moon. And then we have a Rainbow of Duels here, or a Wheel of Duels with 3 of each blue one and a Savannah. So if I get into a situation where I have to fetch out my 3rd land, I think it's nice to have the Savannah, to have the ability to not get wastelanded out of a whole color with just 1 wasteland. Yeah, time will tell. And of course, we have our own wastelands. The sideboard, we're trying to address like Brokenness / Graveyard with those cards. Veil can hopefully be good against, Grief type matchups, Forcible type matchups. We have Lavinia against spell-based combo. We have Narset against mainly Beanstalk. Come in against something else. Negation against Broken, Hydroblast against Delver and Red, and Blood Moon, Goblins, all of that jazz, and then Brazen Borrower, because when you play some matches of Legacy, you're always going to want like a Brazen Borrower to whatever you need, Bounce Merit Lage, or whatever it might be. Yeah, I'll join a league, play some matches. Can't wait to see you there. Okay, round 1, we won the die roll, and we're looking at this hand. So this hand is, if I find a 2nd land, I can produce a Dreadnought. If I don't, I sit here all day. I have Stifle to protect my mana base. This is a keep because of the upside. Like, this hand doesn't do anything right now, but because of, my future draw steps, I think if I find the land in top 2, I'm in great shape. Also, let's say this game kind of drags on. I kill a 1-drop. I have to use my Stifle for whatever, wasteland, you name it. Then I can, when I find 2 lands, end step this Dress Down, untap and play 2 Dreadnoughts. So this hand has kind of, even though this is turn, I'm making the decision on turn 0, this hand kind of has comeback built in. But let's see. I mean, if my opponent cracks the fetch, that's going to be a tough decision. But I think I have to go for it. Okay, the opponent's most likely on Delver, which is not good news. The opponent baubles themselves. This is interesting. If they like the card, they're not going to even give me the option to Stifle right now. Which is kind of annoying. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay. I draw the land. Okay. I think I'm in I'm gonna take it easy here. No fetch from the opponent. Now, if the opponent's kept up with the format, they'll realize I'm most likely on Dreadnought. Oof, yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna Stifle this. I need my mana. Kind of annoying, but also, you know, expected. So we get to stifle a Wasteland. That's cool. The opponent can play a 1-drop out. Totally fine. I think I'm still on the 1-2 punch with Dress Down. Let's see if we can spike one more land to play around days. Ooh, I'm a champ. I am a champ. That is a very good draw. Okay, so Misty Rainforest passed. The opponent could have Stifle. I think that's okay, if that's what they want to be doing. Question is, if my opponent sends the Channeler... Oh, okay, they're most likely going to get to Delirium? No, I guess not. Okay, they got to Delirium here, so never mind. We can, like, it costs 1 mana to ending the Channeler later, and we're gonna... Unless my opponent Force of Wills a Dress Down, we're gonna do some great things next turn. I could also choose to go Thrall, but the problem about that is the opponent has Lightning Bolt up, so not the most exciting. Or red mana for potential Lightning Bolt up, so that would just be disastrous. Okay, they play out another one. That's fair. Let's Dress Down on the end step here. So the reason for the opponent to Force of Will this card is if I have multiple Dreadnoughts, but also this card cantrips, so it's actually not a bad force target. I think even if I have 1 Dreadnought, could be worth it. Wow. Okay. Okay, this might get exciting. I actually thought I was winning this game quite handily after I drew the lands. Heads up play by the opponent. So that card got forced. Now I can untap, and I think I have to, like, kill one of them off now. I draw a Force of Will. Very bad draw. I'm giving myself 1 more turn to find blue card, so I can go, like, protect the Thrall, potentially, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just end-stepping the Thrall no matter what here. I take 3 more. Murktide would be a disaster. They don't have Murky. Pitched Brainstorm. I feel like I'm supposed to take the draw because 1, I play around days if I draw land. 2, I get blue card for force if I draw blue card. Yeah, this is kind of ugly because, but I don't think I can wait around. But this is pretty ugly. Not gonna lie. Because if the opponent kills the Thrall in response, I just looked like it, like super silly. Yeah, it's a problem. I don't think I can just keep taking 3 here because I'm just gonna give my opponent more turns to find, you know, the card I'm losing to. I don't necessarily think my draw step is better than my opponent's at this point. I think it was good to give myself 1 more draw. Especially because if I draw blue card, I play around second force. If I draw land, I play around first days. The second bolt was tough to beat here. Yeah. Yeah, this game didn't develop how I wanted, but I think I did a reasonable job turning the right stones. It was also sad that I had to use my Stifle, but that was like part of the keeping the hand right. I knew that Stifle against the Wasteland deck was not going to be a combo piece. It was going to be a defensive measure that would let me play Magic. Do I need to draw something like Stifle, Dress Down, Thrall to be in this game? Burrow? Yeah, I guess we do check for the Bowmasters. It's extremely likely my opponent has Bowmasters. And that's probably going to do it, but have to do it. Can't just sit around here and lose. Yeah, perfect run out here for the opponent. Not much to say about that. So let's see. We take 3 more. We can plow on creature. Yeah, this is over. All right. Got demolished by Delver game 1. So let's see. What do we want against Delver? And most importantly, what don't we want against Delver? I feel like it's just the forces for these cards. Force of Will is not my favorite card against a matchup like that. We still like the days to have like compact stuff. We like our mana base. Against non-wasteland, I feel like you can easily sideboard out a land. I noticed most of the stock lists are on 19 lands. Still keep all of our removal. Keep all our like combo pieces and cantrips. You can argue that Brazen Borrower is a decent card. Murktide Regent. We can, if we respond with Dress Down or have Plow, it's not. We're actually not that good against Murktide Regent. Let's see if we can do better for game 2. Game 1, we had to pass the turn a bit too much. We had to use our cards at like bad times, and the opponent made a heads up play, force willing the Dress Down. If they don't force will the Dress Down, they'll have to deal with 2 12/12s, and that wouldn't have ended very nicely for them. So yeah, great play. The thing about Magic is sometimes you can like, oh, I didn't draw this, I didn't do that, I did this, but there's also a player on the other side of the table that most likely earned the win, so to speak. So it's kind of important to also acknowledge what they did to, up the chances of them emerging victorious, right? Yeah, we have yeah, we have. I mean, if we can't win with this setup, like going toe to toe with Delver, it's just not a good matchup, right? It's not like we have any experimental stuff in here that's gonna. That's just like we have our shell, we have protection, and then we have like the generic removal spells. So what can they upgrade with against my deck? I would guess like Pyroblast is good, could takes care of Uro and Dress Down, and even just Stifle, because I have to play like proactively. I have to play out Dreadnought, then play the Stifle. If they then win that counter war, I I just lose my Dreadnought, like what just happened. So there's a lot of 2-for-1ing going on here in the wrong direction. Also, actually, Meltdown is not a bad shout for like 2 mana kill target Dreadnought. Excuse me. Mm, I'll play first. Okay, I have Uro in hand. I like that a lot because Uro is like a source of, let's call it, inevitability. Really like that. I'm going to hang on to my Stifle here. I'm not trying to get lucky. 1, it's on my opponent's radar. 2, it's a combo card out of my deck, so we can just go like this. Yeah, I mean, keeping these wastelands. So that would mean, let's see. Next turn, nothing. Turn 3, Uro, put Wasteland into play and waste. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's horrible. The thing is, the Wastelands are not super strong against that deck unless you get into like a late game situation where they're totally out of lands. But maybe that's okay. Maybe we can live with that. So let's see. I want to draw Wasteland Ponder. Yeah, this is fine. I really like going turn 3, Uro, put Wasteland into play, Wasteland, so I kind of stay at the same amount of lands, but the opponent does not. The Wasteland is not symmetrical in that sense. I like that a lot. Turn 1 Delver is annoying. Let's play this Ponder out. I don't mind getting dazed in this spot. That's totally fine. Okay, so let's go draw that. Maybe we just fetch here, actually. So the Uro is pretty easily racing the Delver, but the opponent could have like all the situational stuff like Meltdown for 12/12, Surgical for Uro. Like who knows? It has a lot to do with what kind of how my disruption, their disruption rather, lines up against my stuff. Also, they can't cut that many cards if they want Bolt for the 1/2. Okay, here's a Brainstorm. I mean, I have to Stifle it. If the opponent goes for a fetch, I'll happily Stifle, because it's kind of part of my mana denial plan with Uro and Double Wasteland. Mm-hmm. So, I highly doubt my opponent's going to crack this land. I would be happy if they did. So, let's see what we got here. I'm going to go Savannah, then I'm going to go Uro. Looking to Wasteland my opponent's Volcanic. The opponent want to respond here if they want to keep playing around Stifle. Okay, they didn't. That's interesting. I'll put Wasteland into play. Uro dies. And then on my opponent's upkeep, I'll Wasteland, or if they fetch, I might do it in response. My opponent might also have Stifle, so... Okay, fetching there. That's fine. I'll let them fetch here, and then... Okay, the opponent maybe boarded out Bowmasters by the looks of things here. Let's see. Opponent floats the mana to do Brainstorm upkeep. Okay, I mean, that's fine. I'm going to be curious to see if the opponent has... yeah, what kind of answer they have for Uro. They just Surgical, and now I'm super sad. I might get Pyroblasted. Can I do anything smart here? That's the question. Or am I just supposed to play that Uro? I'm kind of under pressure here. It's not very nice. What happens if I go Brainstorm? Can I find, better stuff to do on a Brainstorm? Because this Uro is either getting Pyroblasted or Dazed. I think I talked myself into brainstorming. The thing about like the Uro into all of those cards, not ideal. Okay, these cards are not bad. What if I get off the Wasteland plan? I say no to second Uro because I already have one. Maybe this is okay. Then I can go... Do I want to fetch? Maybe not. I think this is okay. So now I'm getting ready to end step Thrall. Yeah, I don't know. This might be bad. Okay, opponent just takes the turn. It's pretty tough to like look for a better spot when I'm just getting, kind of destroyed. Opponent has 2 card types in the yard, so maybe I'm not getting... Oh, they went to all the types here, I think. I always forget to count the one on the stack, but what can you do? Milling over a creature there, super awesome. And these guys are flyers, but I guess if these thralls help, help get a Dreadnought into play, then they can kind of block afterwards. That's not horrible. Yeah, I'm looking bad this game, I would say. The opponent can get in there for 6. Let's play a Thrall. So now, this is kind of like the dress down situation from the other game, I feel like. Okay. Hmm. I'm gonna go to 8 here. Horrible situation. We'll go find another drop. Dreadnought. Pretty good draw, all things considered. How do I play this? Do I use Stifle? Maybe not. It's so tough. Because I'm gonna get hit to 2 next turn. I think I have to do like this. I think I have to play another one, because if I let this happen and I go Stifle, then I'm still gonna, I feel like I need 2 Dreadnoughts this turn. Go to 2 and then win. I don't think I can win any other way. The thing is, I'm losing to Force of Will. And I'm losing to Days, so I delayed my own game plan to hope to find a better spot, but I didn't. So it looks kind of silly that I could have played my Uro into the turn before, but yeah, it's super tough. Very, very tough. The opponent had great tools, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I found the best spot or not. So now that's gonna die. Dreadnought enters. I can stifle that, lose to, I guess not Pyroblast. The opponent doesn't have any more Volcanic Islands, so I lose to Daze, I lose to Force, but that's what it is. Now I lose straight up to Lightning Bolt, and even if my opponent does not have Lightning Bolt, I need, like, severe life gain and or removals. Because now I'm gonna get hit 2, and Uro is only 3 life. Even if that happens, my opponent beats me. They keep a card on the Brainstorm. Not ideal. I assume this is just game over. Yeah, the 1-drops out of Delver, those are just so good. The thing is, when they have the 1-drops, every trade they do on cards is strong. When they don't have the 1-drops, every trade they do on cards are, not something I care about, at least. Molten Collapse, that is a good one I forgot about. So they actually have card removal for Dreadnought. Good games, good luck in the rest, opponent. I need some absurd ponder into world's best brainstorm situation. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think. Let's see. Dress down doesn't help. Okay, good games. We got severely destroyed by Delver from start to finish. Just a clinic on why Delver is a good deck. Played cheap creatures, 1-for-1 the opponent a few times, and that's game over. Okay, let's see if we can do better round 2. All right, round 2, we're on the play. I mean, this is not the best hand I've ever seen, but this can probably play some Magic the Gathering. Yeah, I'll like this for the time being. The problem is we don't know what we're pondering after, aside from, our own stuff. Like, we have no idea of knowing if these cards are good, but we're gonna keep these cards. I'm gonna have the Days available now, the Stifle next turn, and then the Plow the turn after. Worth noting is, if I need to Prismatic Ending turn 2, I'll have to shuffle away my Plow, which is not ideal. Okay, land Noble Hierarch. Okay. I think that's fine, then I'll prismatic ending that. Do I hold up Stifle? What's best? Holding up Stifle or... Because I can ponder into the plow and ending. Yeah, that's probably going to be my play. So these cards are decent, but I think it's fine. So then I'm going to have a plow that we know is a good card. We don't know about the Stifle yet, but we do play, you know, the Dreadnoughts and whatnot, so Stifle is not as hit or miss in this deck as in, you know, other decks where it's only disruption. Here it's also a combo piece. Oh, Second Forest is annoying. I was really hoping my Wasteland would do anything this game. It's pretty powerful when you go kill your mana dork, waste your land, and try and blow over the House of Cards. Okay, let's kill the Noble. The 1-for-1 is only going to be good for so long, right? We kind of need to produce a fatty in order for this plan to do anything. Two mana, Once Upon a Time. I feel like I should daze this card. Let's daze that card. Just try and 1-for-1 the opponent a bunch. Hopefully wasteland something now. Okay. We lose our graveyard. That is all goody. So all of our fatties are good draws. Cantrips, stuff like that. Okay. I'm gonna wasteland my opponent here. Oh, I was about to kill my own wasteland there. Don't want to do that. So yeah, this game is just a bunch of 1-for-1ing, and then it's kind of up to the top deck gods who will blink first. Reclaimer is super annoying, but I don't think it's reasonable to force will that card. So I'm most likely playing against some... What is this? 12 post? So now, I mean, stifling this, is that horrible? I'll just try and keep my opponent down. I don't know. Dreadnought would be nice. Hero would be acceptable. Cantrips and white cards, also welcome. Okay. So the opponent got rid of my yard earlier, so I'm a bit further away than I would like in this spot. Fetchland is a good one, because not only is it my second green, it's also another card for the graveyard. But now the opponent has Elvish Reclaimer online. Once Upon a Time, totally fine. Wooded Foothills. What do we have here? Yeah, it's funny. I don't even know. I'm playing against like black-green? Probably. So now the opponent can attack for 3. That's fine. Brainstorm into a land, or like cantrip into a land would be the best possible sequence. Dress down. So maybe I just upkeep a dress down. So if my opponent wants to activate a reclaimer, they have to do it now. Yeah, I might need to dress down again. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's okay. Is this Fiend Artisan? No, it's Zenith for 1. Yeah, so the problem is the opponent's gonna go get Allosaurus Shepherd. And then the natural order that I I fear they have in hand is going to be uncounterable, so going for this now is better. There's a cradle, and now they can order anyway, so... Oh, no order. Endurance. But... But... But dress down. Okay. So before my turn, I'll fetch. I think it's totally fine. I have 3 extra cards in the yard, 4 with Flooded Shrine, 5 with the dress down that's gonna die. Yeah, the opponent messed up there with endurance. Not ideal. Go for Savannah. So no natural order was in the hand. The opponent simply just wanted to force through the endurance that they thought was working. Let's see here. Uro. So at least Uro's dominating this board as it is right now. But the opponent can draw natural order, so just put that land into play, that's fine. And the opponent has Elvish Reclaimer online. I actually don't know what kind of tools they have with Reclaimer aside from that Bajuka Bach. There is... I think I'm pretty surely still attacking here, I feel like. Maybe I should brainstorm first, see if we can find anything awesome. Yeah, Plow is very good right now. So maybe I don't need Dress Down and Roll. I would prefer Fresh Card. Let's attack with Uro. Draw. Draw the Thrall, that's totally fine. Depending on what they tutor up with Reclaimer, I can see myself plowing. But I'm going to wait for that. Now worth noting is I also have a lot of stuff covered here with Thrall and Dress Down, but let's see. This could just be... Oh, okay, cool. Let's see if they like the card. They like the card. Okay, I'm gonna plow the Reclaimer. Let's see if I regret it. Green-black is a cool deck. This is natural order. Ruh-roh. Oh, Green Sun Zenith for 3. So this is probably a Grist. Hmm. Yep. Let's resolve the Zenith. Gristing Uro here is not the most impressive, I would say. I can even flash in the Thrall to eat the Dryad Arbor. Then the opponent has to sack Endurance to kill Uro. And it'll most likely just come back later. Yeah, this is not a good situation. Thrall takes care of Grist. Oh, yeah, right. They have a Dryad Arbor. One more Dryad Arbor. Okay, fair enough. So at least I get to keep Endurance, but Grist is going to be gone. Okay, they go for that plan instead. Makes a lot of sense, actually. Let's see. Do I dress down end of turn here? No, I don't. Oh. Uro. Let's attack the Grist. Draw. Hang on to that for Brainstorm, I believe. Maybe I misplayed here. Maybe I was too fast on the thrall. I should have let my opponent commit to the -2 on Grist. Okay, that's actually good. I was just so sure that we're gonna kill the Uro. But I guess if I'm drawing one card each turn, I'm okay. I have Prismatic Ending in my deck, just one though. Yeah, that's tough. So let's go. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not even cycling Uro here because of the Thrall, so I have to pass. Yeah, funnily enough, yeah, this might not be that good. Let's see. I guess I'm drawing a card each turn. That's probably okay. When I draws that land, that's not very strong. They do keep a card on top, which could be strong. So now they kind of have to decide, do I want to stay back with my 3/4? Okay, let's see. Now what are you going to kill? Sacking Dryad Arbor to kill Uro. Sure. Then staying back to protect. I like this a lot. Okay. I'm going to hang on to the dress down for now, I believe. I'll play out Uro. Develop a fetch land for future brainstorm shenanigans. Can't attack into the reach creature. And I have to pass. Let's see what the opponent draws here. Could be a banger of a card. Make a 1/1 with the Grist. Three mana Endurance. Okay. Sure. So let's see. Draw step. Come on, baby. Day's not ideal. Let's attack with Uro onto the Grist. Draw another Thrall. Okay. So I get rid of Endurance. Uro hits the yard. Crack fetch. Play Uro from the yard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's totally reasonable. Now maybe it's fine to play a land out in the super off chance that I need to cast Dress Down and Thrall. I mean, I'm just gonna keep spamming this Uro, and then it's kind of a race, I guess, whether the opponent gets to Atraxa me first. Okay, so the opponent's gonna build a big lifelinker. Here I'm looking for a Plow and Force of Will. And we did find a Force of Will. Pretty awesome draw. I think I hang on to this Thrall. It doesn't seem to do all that much right now. Okay, Plow is the good one. And now I wish I played the Thrall. That's what happens. So if I Plow Endurance, I can attack with both. Seems fine. What a grind. The good thing is, I have the Dreadnoughts in my deck, and those are very good at closing out the game. Let's brainstorm for the aforementioned dreadnoughts. No dreadnought. Let's just fetch. I don't have any more fetchables, but I just want to shuffle the deck. Pass. The opponent has a grist and nothing. Needs a very strong draw here. Make a token. Zenith for 3. I wonder what they can go and get. Maybe they were supposed to get Fiend Artisan like a while ago. But I guess it's fine. It's 3 or less, even though it's X3. That's fine. Okay. So luckily for me, Fiend Artisan is only a 6/6, so I can kind of continue my quest here. Would love to draw a removal spell, obviously. So let's attack the Grist with all my creatures. What can Arrow get me? A Wasteland. Sure. The opponent can chump block Arrow, and Grist goes to 1, and then next turn the Fiend Artisan can outgrow Uro. Let's Wasteland the Cradle. Grist is at 1, so unless something drastic happens, it's going to be gone next turn. I feel like this game is taken forever. Yeah, this is turn 13. What a grind. Reclaimer. Mm-hmm. That works. So let's see what the opponent's going to do with Fiend Artisan. Sacrificing the insect, finding another Fiend Artisan, I would guess. Which is a 6/6. Yeah, what a game. What a game. That is a good card. That is a good card. So now I can go attack Grist, attack the opponent. Grist down after many, many turns of trying. Attacking my opponent with Uro. Finally found a Dreadnought. Opponent's going to take the damage. Makes sense. So what I can do is play untapped Uro. That is probably fine. Let's play Dreadnought. Untapped Uro. Not quite sure what it's gonna do. Okay, the opponent conceded there. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. This game was over. The opponent has 2 7/7s. Then I kind of have to get in for flying damage, sending the Dreadnought. That trades with 1 Fiend Artisan. It's not really that impressive. Oof, what a grind. That was a sick game. Okay, so against that deck, we like Containment Priest a lot. The thing about Containment Priest is it works against their Zeniths and Order, but I can still play my Uro because I actually cast the card, which is kind of cool. So I want those 2 for sure. Days on the draw is probably bad, so let's cut those. I think I like everything else. I might get like Thought Seized or Snuff Out It, so I can see like a single Veil being all right. I think I'm gonna register this. This matchup, I don't think it's actually that good. I think it can be very tough. Maybe once I see like good targets for Veil, mainly Snuff Out, I would say. I might want the second, especially if this comes to a game 3, I'll be on the play, so I can veil turn 1 Thoughtseize, mulliganing basically a no-lander there, pretty obvious. What about this? Maybe the roll isn't that good. Maybe it's fine. Like, I go turn 1, Tundra, Plow. But I just think if I ever find like one more fetch or drop or whatever, I can just 1-2 punch my opponent and get Uro into play. That just seems so strong. But I want both plows. So like, what's it gonna be? Oh, and I think I want my second land as well. Maybe I get rid of the Thrall. But that's like a permanent. But Dress Down draws a card. Okay. Let's see. The opponent's also on 6 cards. I decided to make this a fair game. I draw another Thrall. That's kind of funny. Let's fetch Tundra and Plow the Ignoble. I think that's always like the Bolt the Bird strategy is very real against that deck. And then the art is finding out when you kind of have to abandon that plan. It's not good anymore, right? Reclaimer. Okay. Opponent's fetching here, respecting Stifle. Ooh. Not only respecting Stifle, also actually has Zenith for Arbor. Okay. So in this spot, let's kill the Reclaimer. And probably, do I hang on to my Wasteland? I don't think I do. I think I Wasteland the Bayou. Yeah, this is a tough one because if my opponent gets like something like, what do I know, Grist or whatever going, this game is going to be tough. So I'm actually trying to shut down this game and, buy a lot of time. And I'm doing that by probably, yeah, plowing the Arbor here, keeping my opponent at 1 land. I think that's like great draw, great draw. Let's just keep our opponent all the way down and see if that works. Now the opponent has a Reclaimer and 1 land. The dream is they just attack for 1 here. So I think I successfully managed to like stomp my opponent's development. Now the question is if I manage to be a dirty boy. Yeah, that is something a dirty boy would do. Let's kill that with Prismatic Ending. And then if I get the 3rd land into like a somewhat close future, I'll pretty handily win the game. Yeah, Jesus, what a lucky draws or hand. Gracias. Yeah, I don't think the opponent was dead this game at all. I didn't do anything but like try and destroy their, speaking of prismatic, like the stuff in the back there, the mosaic. I'm trying to like crush my opponent's mosaic, but yeah, I had quad spot removal and a wasteland, so that means I traded 5 for 5. I didn't get anywhere, but I kind of made my opponent crumble, I guess. And yeah, that's the 3rd land, so I can go 1-2 punch, end step troll, play Uro, then it's going to be easy from there. Yeah, pretty smooth sailing game 2. Game 1 was awesome. Like, the grind was awesome, and this game, Smelling Blood in the Water, also very useful if you're playing this deck. So I'm pretty happy with the showcase of this deck so far. Like, getting tempo out by Delver, then showing its grindy elements this game, and the whole 1-for-1 trying to destroy the opponent's plans. Like, yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's play one more match and wrap up the video. Don't go anywhere. Okay, round 3. We're on the draw, playing Bant Dreadnought. And this hand is not a keep. The Savannah, if it was a blue duel, I would keep it. Unfortunately, it's not. Oof, okay. The thing is about this hand is, I kind of have to keep it, but I really need some help from the top of my deck. Let's see where we're putting. What am I putting back here? It could be tropical because I might need to go tundra, ending a 1-drop, and I can always find more green later. Let's see what we're up against. Killer Jones 7. Ooh. Let's Force a Will, a good spell, and Prismatic Ending the Monks? Probably. Ooh, Goblins. I think Goblins is... I talked to my good friend Medvedev. He said that this is kind of the reason to play this deck, the biggest reason, with Goblins on the rise. With all the ways we have to stop, like, into the battlefield stuff. So let's see. Name Sticker Goblin. Resolve. Let's see how much mana the opponent gets here. Opponent got 5 mana. Not bad. Ringleader. I'm gonna have to counter that. So counter. The opponent has 1 card in hand, and I'm casting Prismatic Ending on Chromebox. This is like, I don't think I can, with a 6-card hand and stuff like these circumstances, I don't think I can get to a better situation against goblins. Realistically, I'm sure I can, but so Prismatic Ending the Chromebox. That's kind of the dream, right? You stop what they did initially with that red mana. Now you take it away. They lost the mana. So worst thing is, yeah, the opponent's good here. Yeah, this is one of the only ways I could lose this game from here, but that's how it is. Like the opponent's looking to maximize what their deck can do as well as I am, right? Okay, we draw Brainstorm, so we have hope. This could be too late. I'm gonna take 2 hits from those cards. And I have to put away... Yeah, I need all of the other cards. So... Yeah, this is horrible. And I even... Oh, no. I even got the wrong land. Wow. Okay. Well, then all the complaint equity just went out the window. I was obviously supposed to get a tropical island here. So let's see. How can I actually win this game? I think it has to do with... No, I don't think I can. Okay. Maybe this is what it had to do with. Now I dress down, play Dreadnought. Kill the Rabble Master, I go to 1. Yeah, but this is horrible. Just go to 1 and face down 4 creatures, that's not gonna happen. Ah! Okay. Terrible fetching. Didn't do anything, just super sloppy. Yeah, it was so good. The Mountain Rabble Master combo was so good after I made my opponent do nothing in the early game. Beautiful stuff. Okay. The opponent did a great job here. Turn 1, Sticker, Ringleader. Turn 2, Rebel. Yeah, very, very tough to beat. Okay. Very, very tough. Let's see if we can do better here. So, are there any cards here we just simply don't like? It's because I need the Hydroblast, and I imagine the Priests are also good, right? The Priest is making it so that, well, maybe not. It's only good against Moxus. And I feel like my whole deck is good against Moxus, so maybe that's not the play. Maybe something like we can shave a Ponder pretty easily. I don't think that card is insane. I think Daze and Force, we just simply need those cards. Ending is good against Chalice and Mox, so we need that card as well. I feel like I should cut a land here. Let's see. Can we cut Tropical Island? Maybe that's not crazy to do. I guess maybe Wasteland. Maybe drawing one Wasteland is going to be fine against that deck. Okay, let's see if we can do better. Game 1, we kind of got overran and didn't play our best. That happens. Ooh. I think the upside of going either the opponent doesn't have a turn 1 play or we Hydro Blast it, then we go Brainstorm Fetch to kind of filter our stuff. I think that's good. The loophole for the opponent here is going turn 1 Chalice. That would be terrible. Oof. Ooh, yeah, I'm ready to get destroyed here. It's kind of sad when your hand is like you're hoping your disruption lines up well. It's obviously more fun to, have some proactive stuff to do and make them worry about me. Looks like okay, turn 1 Rebel Master. Let's counter. So now, I can either go Ponder with the ability to Wasteland, Brainstorm. Maybe Brainstorm is better because it lets me see, like it lets me exchange my hand better. Okay, I can put 2 fetches on top and Wasteland. Then I draw 1 more fetch. If something bad happens this turn, I have Force, and then I have Thrall. I think this is okay. Yeah, this is very strong by the opponent. I just imagine if they had this Ancient Tomb, they should have played it turn 1. But yeah, it's never easy. So let's see. Drawing a brick next turn is very bad. Not wasting the opponent is also kind of bad. I think this is better because I want to shuffle my own deck, and the Thrall kind of takes care of a lot of the opponent's plays. This is worse against second Rabble Master specifically. So let's see, fetching Trop. Play Thrall. One has a 2/2. Yeah, okay. I'm scared here. I like my spot, obviously, but it's kind of annoying the opponent has Rebel Master, Blood Moon, a lot of stuff that can beat me here. I mean, I can't complain. I've had Hydroblast, Force of Will, Wasteland, Thrall. Like that's a lot of good disruption. And now I can draw Uro, Dreadnought. I have some good draws. Battlecry Goblin. Yeah, so I might just lose to Grizzly Bears here. If I don't find any fatty soon. Dress down. Dress down. I think it's too desperate to go dress down now, but that being said, I will do it on the opponent's end step. Pretty sure about that. Opponent finds the land. Let's see. Another Battlecry Goblin. Now the opponent can attack for 9. I can remove haste. I don't think it's worth it. I think I'm supposed to take this 9, give myself some draws to find stuff like Uro, etc. Ooh, I forgot about that. Maybe this is too much damage. Yeah, this is too much damage. Ah, I messed up. Yeah, that's not pretty. Yeah, I took too much damage here. That's sad. But wait a minute. Did this even make sense to do on end step? Because I already had that effect from the Thrall. Yeah, that was just bad. So what a good player would do is the opponent plays Battlecry Goblin. I respond with Dress Down. Then the opponent activates this attacks for 6. I'm just gonna say GG Sierra, this is over. I have way more life total, and they don't get these tokens. I draw the card. I get my I get my 2 cards, and I still, because of the Thrall, I have like if Dreadnought and Uro is I don't need this Dress Down, right? So then the opponent has 3 2/2s. I play Uro, and then if the opponent wants to attack, they kind of have to suicide attack. Then they get the 1/1s, of course, which is annoying, but I can block 1 with Thrall. And I might stabilize. Yeah, I lost way too much life here. Because for some reason I thought I had to end step the Dress Down. You know, to keep it in play, to enable my Dreadnoughts or Uros, but that was not pretty. Okay. That happens sometimes. Bad plays should lead to losses, and it sure did. This deck was fun to play. I can see playing this again in the future, especially a bit more tight play, a bit more luck. I think we can do better things with this deck. All right, I think that's gonna do it for today. 3 matches of let's say various quality, but I hope you still liked it. All right, guys. See you next time for some more sweet, sweet magic. Bye, guys.